Day 2 saw GAA President Egon Farrell watch the games in windy Wellington, where the cool breeze saw everyone wrapping up just like home. It takes dedication to play Gaelic games in this part of the world, especially if you're based in Perth and you have to go all the way to New Zealand just to take part.
Yep, so we did a long bit of travelling to come. We were travelling from Perth, so it was probably travelled the furthest than any other team. Yeah, it was over 5,000 miles. So it was a long old trip, 9 hours. It took a bit of time recovering. We're plus 5 hours, and we're all getting into the swing of things now.
And how are you doing in the competition so far, and how far do you think you can go?
We played the 3-time champions New South Wales yesterday. We lost them by 3 points, but we were really, really happy with the start to the tournament. We just played Wellington there now, and we bet them well. It seems like a really tough comp now. We saw Queensland, we're playing South Australia next. It seems like a really tight comp, so I'm really excited about it.
A good standard?
Excellent standard. It's probably the best I've seen. It's very tough. I mean, there's so many county players out here. The standard is so high out here. I actually think my football has come on since I came over here. The standard is just as high.
The men's competition saw Wellington in green take on the big boys from New South Wales and give them a decent game before losing by 5 points. The winners go on to play Victoria in the semi-finals, and the hosts have their pride very much intact after a brave performance.
Yeah, well, New South Wales are one of the big players in this tournament, and Queensland we played yesterday, our first match, and we weren't really up to the intensity of the tackling they brought. We didn't have time on the ball, so we decided amongst ourselves this morning that these 2 matches today against New South Wales and South Australia, we were going to up our intensity in the tackling, make sure we get rid of the ball quickly and not bring the ball into contact, and it showed today. We only got beat by 5 points, whereas yesterday we got beat by 18. And so we've done very well today. We're a small club playing against a team with the size of New South Wales, and we really put it up to them, and it was a very good performance, I think.
And you obviously want to put on a show as the host team?
Yes, of course, yeah. This is in front of our own fans, yeah. But we're small Wellington. We're known as the wee friendly club in this side of the world. But we'll try to show today that we're not that friendly. We'll put a few tackles in, and you aren't going to come away with an easy win.
And you got a goal there all the way back, maybe from the likes of Armagh, maybe an Oisin McConville, Stephen McDonagh, or maybe closer to home, maybe a Ronnie Clark?
Well, maybe Ronan Clark's the other club in the city, maybe not. Maybe Joe Quigley or one of the boys in my club, Johnny Corvin maybe. But it's good to get on the end of things. They didn't have to do a whole lot of running to score free kicks and score goals. That's okay at my age now.
Next, it was the turn of the hurlers, as New South Wales in blue qualified for the final after beating Canterbury. They'll play the winners of tomorrow's second semi-final, and they'll be confident as they have a high-quality lineup.
Yeah, Alan Byrne there from Tipperary would have played for Tipperary Senior, and Donald Barry from Galway. And there's a few other guys would have played minor on 21 county, so yeah, it would be a good enough standard.
Yeah, so I guess it's a mixture of clubs in Sydney. There's 4 teams in Sydney, so it's just a kind of a pick of a bunch of lads that wanted to get down to Wellington and represent New South Wales, and there's a couple of guys on the road to start maybe second or third tournament, and still looking to win at New South or a state games tournament medal. So looking forward to the final again, and just hopefully this will be the year that we can take it one step further.
It's actually my 5th Australia Games. I've never won one, so it'll be a big thing to win one. So looking forward to the final now.
So you've been knocking on this door a while?
I have, yeah. So keep trying. So I might retire if I win this one. So I'll be happy.
Did you have to think at all about coming all the way to New Zealand this year, or was it not an issue?
Oh well, I guess look, every New Zealand have travelled over to Australia over the last couple of years, and it's great to get down to New Zealand and play hurling at the other side of the world, and it's family, a bunch of lads there. It's all like family, so delighted to be here, and it's good crack with them, and just kind of go out there and perform in the field.
How important is it for you to be able to play hurling on this side of the world and to be able to come to these games?
Yeah, look, it's very important. I think I'd be probably long gone home if it wasn't for the opportunity to be able to play hurling overseas. And I've been in Australia for a couple of years now, and it's been a big part of my life there. And obviously New Zealand, same thing. It's not that far away, but we're delighted to get down here. So really looking forward to the final now on Saturday.
There were scenes of celebration at the end of the Camogie semi-finals as Victoria beat Queensland by a point and made a little bit of history.
Well, it means a lot to us even to be here today. We struggle a lot with Camogie and Victoria getting numbers, so today we had our first victory ever at state games. So this is our third year here, and we always come up against the toughest opposition, but we were lucky enough today to get through to the final. So.
But why after all these years?
I don't know, actually. I think this year we had a bit more belief in ourselves. Like every year we've been confident and good teams, but this year we really came together and we had good few strong players coming, so we knew we had something in the bag, so we're just glad today it worked.
And you beat the champions?
We did, yeah. A bit of a shock for us even, but yeah, it was great. Really, really hard fought battle out there, but we're delighted with the win.
And who do you think stood out in particular for you today?
I think we had some very good performances. Aoife Harrington, our wing back, was really, really strong, and Emer Shanahan around the middle. Orla Murray up front is always good for us, and Kirsty Sheridan. So it was a bit like a few people stood out, but everyone put in the work, good work right throughout. So it was great. It's a massive achievement for us all to be here, and very, very special. And I think here it really is a taste of home when you come out, and there's Gaelic football and hurling and everything here. So it's a bit of a home away from home when you're with the GAA abroad.
You're from northwest Tyrone there, up in Stevie O'Neill country. He's your cousin, and Brian Dooher up there. But out here, why do you play it out here, and what does it mean to you to be able to play Gaelic football not only in Perth but down here in New Zealand?
Yeah, well, it's something that reminds you of home, and you take the Gaelic with you over here, so you do, and you get a lot of different experiences from different people. You're used to playing with your own county, and then to go down then to see ones from Limerick or Leitrim and Dublin and Cork, and that, it's just a completely different game, so you're learning as you go on, so you do. So kind of everything from when you were taught younger, you have to put it behind whenever you come to Wellington.
And the weather's sort of similar to Aughrabrack.
Oh, it's very similar to Aughrabrack there if you're off gathering peats or that. So it's brave on Monday, but climatised to Perth now, so it's wintery.